Are you considering purchasing a home in North Carolina? If so, do you know about our due diligence period and due diligence fee? This may be a bit different from the real estate transactions in your state. So if you want this valuable information, stick around, it's coming your way. If you're thinking about buying a home in North Carolina, then you'll need to know about due diligence and how it works here. The due diligence fee refers to a payment made by a buyer to a seller in a real estate transaction. This fee can range anywhere from $200 to $2,000 depending on the situation and the contract agreement. This fee is paid to the seller to give the buyer a certain period of time, often a few weeks, known as the due diligence period, to conduct various inspections, investigations, and other forms of due diligence on the property before deciding whether to proceed with the purchase. Once the contract is executed, meaning all parties have agreed and the contract is signed, the due diligence check is sent to the seller for them to deposit. It's my job as a real estate agent in North Carolina to assist you in determining what issues could become bigger problems for you in the future and/or help you negotiate necessary repairs by the seller during this period of time. Here's a side note. The due diligence fee is not the same thing as earnest money deposit, which is another payment made by the buyer to show their serious intent to purchase the property. The earnest money deposit is often larger than the due diligence fee and is typically held in escrow by a third party until the sale is finalized. Now, during your due diligence period, if anything should arise to make you second guess yourself or change your mind about the property, for example, issues with the inspection or unable to negotiate repairs with the seller, or you've simply changed your mind and you don't want the property anymore, you can terminate the contract and walk away, but you lose the due diligence fee. Now, this is very important. Please remember this. You lose that fee and the seller gets to keep that money. Now, if you move forward and close the deal as scheduled, that due diligence fee that you paid to the seller gets credited to you at closing, so not all is lost. North Carolina is a buyer protected state, so you have the opportunity as a buyer to do the work, investigate, make sure this property is truly meant for you. So you can see that the due diligence period and fee play a huge factor in the buying process in North Carolina, but not to worry, a good real estate agent will clear this up for you and guide you all the way through the process. Also, think of the due diligence fee as a thank you, Mr. Seller, for taking your property off the market for a few weeks while I do my homework. So if you have any questions about due diligence and how it works in North Carolina and want to dive deeper, please reach out, or any other questions about buying in North Carolina. I'm here to help any way that I can. I'm Bill Corbett with Port City Living. And as always, if someone doesn't have a smile, then give them yours.